What is up, guys? It's your boy, Stuffy Nose Cactus, and today it's another weekly reset within Destiny 2, which means there's another Riven's Wishes quest available. So let's go over what this one entails and how to complete it as efficiently as possible. So first things first, head to the helm and talk to Mara Sov. Now, the requirements for this week's quest are to complete a tier 3 blind well and kill a bunch of targets in blind well activities. Now, importantly, guys, when you accept this quest, as you can see, you will actually be given a Charge of Light tier 3. So make sure you have enough consumables slots available to actually accept this. If you already did it and it's too late or whatever, remember that you can actually get more of these charged of light items from Petra. So as you can see right here, you go to her and then you can actually purchase tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and I think even the unstable light. And they're actually not that much glimmer, so you can easily grab these. And if you only have one, like the one that Marasov gave you, you will have to visit Petra Venge or rely on strangers because it's gonna take you a few of these because as you can see right here, when I was in doing my tier 3 completion, not only do I beat the final tier 3 bosses and get that completion, we actually went and deposited an unstable light, which is an optional additional boss fight, as you can see, against this meatball boss. So we killed this extra guy with more adds around than we even needed to, and overall 28%, which means you're gonna have to do more than 3 tier 3 blind wells with additional unstable light, bosses that you spawn in. And I just think that's hilarious because last week, the official Destiny 2 team account tweeted that they made changes that lowers the requirements for all Riven's Wishes weekly quests. So what was this before that change? Like 100 tier 3 blind wells? Regardless, let's talk about how to rack up those enemy kills so you can get this done as efficiently as possible. So first and foremost, when you're in the blind well, you are going to be killing those Anthem guys. They're going to be dropping the Harmony balls, and that's going to massively increase your super regeneration rate. So you do not want to go in here with a bubble, with a well. You want to go in here with an ad clearing super to make the most of that. With that being said, honestly, you know what's better than your ad clearing super? The Sunshot or the Trinity Ghoul, right? Like I was just using a Sunshot, and as you can see, like a couple of shots into a group of enemies and they're all dead. Like in terms of ad clearing, that is going to be hyper efficient. Now, another important thing to know is that normally, especially when you want to just get completions, you want a server, you want an instance with as many people as possible. But when you're grinding those kills, you might not, because it does turn out, me and my teammate actually had different percentages in terms of our kills. So you have to actually get the kills individually. Why, Bungie? Anyways, another important thing is it's not so relevant for the earlier waves. You just kind of kill all the enemies you see regardless, and that's going to give you the points towards completion. But when you get to the boss wave, as you can see here, guys, there is a ton of additional adds that spawn. So what you can do, and I know people are going to get mad at this tip, but it's just the honest truth, is kind of ignore the bosses, at least for the first part, and focus the ads to get a bunch of extra kills and extra progress. Now, I say people are going to be mad at this because while you're trying to get all these extra ad kills and ignoring the bosses, other people are trying to get their tier 3 completion and they want you to help with the bosses. So you have these two separate segments of the community, each doing different parts of this quest, who are going to be annoyed at each other, right? Like one group doesn't want the bosses to die fast because they want to get a bunch of kills, and the other group is the opposite. So again, really poorly designed quest by Bungie because it's going to lead to a lot of tension in the community. Now, I do think that you should absolutely kill the bosses at the tier 3, even if you're already done with the Blind Well tier 3 completion part of this quest. And the reason being is because you want to get the completion because you want to do the unstable light. If you can get those, and again, you can buy them from Petra, guys, the amount of ads that spawn in that extra boss fight, as you can see, are again really, really high, and they're going to be more enemies spawning there than are going to spawn in the beginning waves of like restarting a tier 3. So I would highly recommend still killing those bosses and getting that unstable light in there, because again, I think that's going to result in more ads killed, and it's also going to help the people trying to get their tier 3 completion. So like everybody wins literally, but with me saying that, with me recommending that, there's absolutely going to be people out there who like do not help with the bosses at all. They're just farming kills. So again, I think this is a really poorly designed quest. Good luck in there, guys, because yeah, you might need it. Regardless, when you do get it done, you simply head back to the helm and talk to Marasav and get your wish token, and then you can claim your juicy reward. Now, a word of caution actually, even though free-to-play players can collect the red border raid weapons, apparently if you get all 5 towards your pattern progress and you go to craft it, as you can see right here, it says you require the Forsaken pack to craft this as a free-to-play player, which is beyond scummy because it lets you collect them as a free-to-play player. I hope that this is just an oversight and Bungie will change this, because if not, that just seems like an unbelievably scummy thing to do, is let free-to-play players get the actual raid weapons and get the progress and everything, and then when they go to craft it, oh no, you can't, you're locked out. Like, Bungie, please, the $300 you're gonna maybe make by converting a free-to-play player into a paying player because they're desperate to get their raid weapon is not worth pissing off the very few remaining free-to-play players left in this community. Please don't do that, Bungie. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus, as linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.